Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
It's a crazy busy day today, guys.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Wait, wrong song.
I like that song.
I like it too.
Even though he was kind of creepy.
It's not really fitting for this situation, though.
I remember when we used to talk about Gil Bates as the creepy version of Mr. Rogers.
He was so gross.
It's so true.
He looks like he looks it.
Yeah. So let's go right here first. There's so much going on right now. As you could tell, today is a very, very busy day news-wise, and many people are feeling like there's something seriously huge underway. And as I said that, I just saw like a dark orb move out and about outside there. Personal information on more than 1.5 billion with a B. Facebook users sold on Hacker Forum. What? Yes, potentially enabling cyber criminals and unscrupulous advertisers to target internet users globally. This constitutes the biggest and most significant Facebook data dump to date.
Which is just absolutely incredible. And I'm still kind of getting information in on this. It's creepy.
Yes. And, we personally are going to be taking measures, actually, today. We've been getting that, hey, get rid of those phones, get rid of those phone numbers. We kept a Facebook open just to basically use Messenger to work with people. But yeah, it's time. It's more than time. More than time. This is huge, guys. Data scrapers are selling sensitive personal data. 1.5 billion Facebook users. Think about that. It's like a fifth of the population on the globe. Mm-hmm. The data contains users' name, email, phone number, location, gender, and user ID. Data appears to be authentic. Personal data obtained through web scraping. This is huge. This is huge because, well, for one, we saw the outages, right? So much more going on than meets the eye, and sometimes I guess I surprise myself because of my ability to tap into Cindy's channel and get information before she does sometimes.
Well, he does. I'm like an antenna. I'm always receiving, and he's sitting right next to me. So he's actually able to channel the channel.
Yeah, I'm actually able to channel the channel, which is amazing because, it hit me right away what all this is about. As you see here, Facebook's very, very bad day. Services go down. Stock plunges in the wake of whistleblower revelations. Shares head for the largest decline in nearly a year as Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp crash, as I shared with you my personal Facebook, which, I was like maxed on people forever and a lot of great ties, and I do miss communicating with people. But the day is so busy anyway. Every single moment of our day is really usually spent ahead of time. But, again, you just do these connections. You don't want to give them up in those ties. And that's how it hooks you in. But there's other ways to communicate. We could still use Skype. We could use Telegram. We could use, what was that other one that's a little bit more secure that we have?
WhatsApp?
Not WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp.
I don't know. Skype, Telegram.
I'll get you the answer. There's another one that's way more secure. Interesting that Proton Mail was getting targeted by some authorities because Proton Mail is basically thought to be very, very secure and encrypted. I thought it was with the DDD. It's not Discord. It's not No. There's Hangouts. There's
Signal.
So many things. Signal.
Yeah,
Signal is the one that's thought to be really secure, guys. Signal. And maybe you guys know more than I do, and will correct me and tell me there's something even more secure.
Which is fine. We're open for corrections always.
So get this, Facebook, right? Shares. Oh, it just changed. It was 5.55 a moment ago. Now it's 5.52% down. What I want down. They were talking about Whistleblower.
There was a minus in front of that 5 point.
Yeah, it's down.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen reveals identity in bombshell. 60 Minutes interview. Haugen, who worked on Facebook's civic misinformation team, secretly copied thousands of internal documents before leaving the company in May. Hang on one second.
Yay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes.
You know, you got to uncover corruption wherever it is. And it's amazing how the pot will call the kettle black, is it not?
Yep.
A whistleblowing former Facebook employee publicly revealed her identity for the first time on 60 Minutes Sunday to condemn the company for helping to fuel the you know what and exacerbating the political polarization of the world. Now, we don't always agree with everything, as we know there's a lot more behind that 1621 incident than meets the eye as well. And so it's just the fact that it's all leaking. And, you know, we know about, obviously, the leaks, WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, and everything that's happened with him. And, you know, how about McAfee? You know, McAfee, there's the people that, unfortunately, you're really putting your life on the line. And, you know, you got to wonder how long she'll be around, you know, honestly. But there's more to it. And again, everything that we look at, even an apparent whistleblower, could also be part of the bigger plan. Much bigger plan. They're going to make me do this again here.
Yep.
Come on. Continue. Continue. Let's hope it comes through.
Here we go.
So this appears to be legit, and you guys can go in deeper. But apparently, Facebook was or is for sale. And as you see here, what? You know, Facebook for sale? Could it possibly be? And, you know, this world, as we know, many people believe Facebook has just simply been an alphabet soup front for a very long time. Many people equate Mark Zuckerberg as actually being or having ties to some of those famous or infamous 13 families of that group that starts with an I and ends with an I. And when we talk about the real power structure on the planet, the real ones that are in the highest levels of power, we don't see for the most part. You know, again, even people like Gil Bates and Bezos and Musk, and we could even go to the Rockefellers and the Redshields. And, you know, there are those that are much higher than these beings that are pulling all these strings. And again, this is basically, it's like the real power structure is playing chess. And yes, there are pawns on the field, and maybe some of those pawns are from Red China, and maybe some of those pawns are from the US of A and NATO. But they're being played with by ultimately the same entity at the top, or entities at the very top, moving both sides of the board, the pieces on both sides of the board. So when I saw this, and I saw the headlines, you know, just about everything that's going on with Facebook, and you know the power structure of this globe is changing drastically. You know, back in 2017 when we first started the channel, I shared how they want the PCC, right, to be basically the model for everything. This is the new world system. Social credit scores for everybody. Digital currency only. No way you could get outside the system. They don't want you getting outside of the system. And they want to know who's who. This is why they watch every tweet. They watch every Facebook post. They watch every video. So they got their list just like Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can make a song up about that. You know, hey, The PCC's making a list. They're checking it twice. They're going to find out who's been naughty and nice.
I think we would make a great
The
singing
PCC
couple.
is coming to town. Yes, exactly. They are. And this is all part of before they actually get there, which is here.
Yes,
You know,
which is here.
which is, the US of A, Canada, and Australia, which has been targeted since 2005 as being prime growing land and living space, where you could maybe offload, 1 billion of that 1.4 billion population over there and spread it among those three countries. It's going to be a colonization like we saw of the Europeans in the Americas, but in this direction. Pentagon explains a transfer of 175 million IP addresses to an obscure company. There's all these types of things going on. What's really going on here? Because, again, there are factions within factions that don't always agree with each other. So what hit me about the Facebook thing is, well, this is their way of shifting it under direct control of the PCC, put it up to a mirror. And many people are fully under the opinion that all those cargo ships out there, many of those could be holding sleepy cells, ready for action.
Yeah, that's something that I'm real curious about, because when I went to look at that, it's being blocked. That information is being blocked psychically.
Yeah, it's being blocked psychically. And, so I had gotten from the Galactics before Cindy had even went to ask that, this is about the power transfer. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so they're trying to block us from sharing this info again, too.
It's one of those days, guys. We're sorry.
Yeah, they do it all the time. Always trying. And that was basically a video of, good old Black Eyes himself, and maybe he cried his blue eyes black. I don't know. But yeah, it was just basically, again, talking about more of the divide. And, I think more and more people are getting this big picture going on. By the way, there was a Romanian billionaire among 8 dead in a plane crash near Milan. Whenever you see something like this, you wonder if somebody was let go of some information that shouldn't have gotten out there, So, yeah, fatal wreck there. Black box has been recovered. Will we ever know the truth? Who knew? Who knows? So he was a property tycoon worth 3 billion euros. And unfortunately, his wife, and there was kids in there too that all died. You gotta wonder. You really gotta wonder. Was something going to be released? Some info? It's just part of this world. And so I do feel that was strongly, and Cindy verified, that's part of the information transfer going to the new leadership globally. As far as the plans of, this is the plans of the real powers that be, which utilize the banking cabal, to be their most powerful method of control. We know, as the Red Shield himself said, he who controls the money controls the crown, or controls the presidency. Puppets are on strings, and the black-eyed one has definitely got strings attached to him. We could see that so clearly.
Yeah, it's pretty gross feeling.
And this headline says a lot too. Erdogan, who's the president of Turkey there, has single-handedly exposed the frailties of NATO unity. Because this time frame that we are in right now, the bigger purpose is wiping out the old and bringing in the new. What has the dominant power on the planet been since the 80s? Well, since even earlier than the 80s, but there was obviously the Cold War, and that was more of a battle of close to equals, apparent close to equals. And then apparently the West won. Well, power is shifting even further west, all the way to the Far East. And that's part of the plan. If we look to, it's more than the DEAGEL numbers, because there was also original Agenda 21 numbers. There was a map that came out that showed population shifts and pluses and declines that coincided with those numbers. And that map, unfortunately, I don't have a copy of it anymore. And I do think that that video was removed by YT, unfortunately. But the numbers backed up the DEAGEL numbers, and that map was older than the last numbers that we got from that site that no longer has those projections. And what does it show? It shows the, basically the apparent losses of perhaps, I think if you averaged out the numbers, it could be 20 to 50% of the people in these NATO countries. What could possibly do that? Well, I think people have an idea now more than ever. It's part of that bigger picture, and it was alluded to in a 2005 speech, as we've been saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has.
So thank you guys for your support on Patreon and also over on Ko-Fi, because we really couldn't do it without your support there in this age of demonization and censorship. And everybody be super prepared out there, because things are obviously going to all new levels.
They are indeed. God bless and namaste.
God bless. Namaste.